Hello everyone and welcome to an updated Dream Island tour of my island, Korok Island. I updated it at the end of November and it is really different from the last time I updated the Dream address. I think the last time was for Halloween, so this is, I think, towards the end of November in the game. I'm pretty sure. Can't remember exactly. It's after the autumn leaves were blowing through the air. I know that much. So if you want to visit Korok along with me or any other time, my Dream address is in the description box. And if you want to come hang out while I play Animal Crossing or other games, I stream on Twitch full time from Thursdays through Sundays. And we would love to have you hang out. I'm actually streaming this as we speak, so there is like a live Twitch chat saying funny things at me while I'm recording this. And we'd love to have you come to hang out, whether you want to like chat and participate in the community conversations, or if you just want to watch, it's up to you. And I play a variety of games, not just Animal Crossing. But yeah, let's get into the tour. So I'm using my boyfriend's Switch to do this tour, so that's his character. But if you don't know, my island is Korok Island. It is themed after Breath of the Wild, and just Zelda in general, but mostly Breath of the Wild. And this main area here is like the Kakariko Village area. So here's like from my airport. Over here is nothing right now. It's a couple of houses that need to find spots. But up here we got our first Korok puzzle. There's a lot of these scattered around the island, since it is Korok Island. And this I meant to be kind of like the ingredient shop from Kakariko Village. There's like an apple, there's this little yellow hyacinth for like wheat or something, and pumpkins down there, mushrooms, stuff like that. And up here we got the goddess statue. And like the campfire and the painter and the chicken that are by the goddess statue in Breath of the Wild. And got the Able sisters back here with some really cool designs. Oh, I can't remember who did these. I feel bad. Does it like tell you? I don't think it tells you. I'll have to look up who did these designs because they're really, really cool. But mostly if you Google Breath of the Wild, Animal Crossing clothing designs, like you'll basically find these things. And we'll go back over there in a minute. If you come down this way, we've got, oh hey, it's me! I think she's still saying Happy Halloween. I think, yeah, this is the one thing that I messed up when I updated my Dream address, was I forgot to change all of my characters' passport quotes off from the Halloween stuff. So they're still saying Halloween things in the Dream address. Oopsie poopsie. But we've got our little chicken coop over here. This is Bob's house. I have actually changed out a lot of my villagers since I updated my Dream Island. I want all the houses in all the areas to be like on theme. So I want the houses in Kakariko Village to look like they would be from Kakariko Village. So we are changing out some of these villagers here, but the basic layout is staying the same. This is supposed to be the plum tree farm from Kakariko. And up here we got the general store, chicken, pumpkin farm. I saw somebody do this with their pumpkins, like planting weeds in between the pumpkins, so it wasn't just a bunch of pumpkins. I think it looks so much more like aesthetic and natural, and I really like it a lot. Lots of pots and barrels everywhere. And yeah, we'll go right here. This is actually not from Kakariko Village. This is kind of like recreating the community cooking pot area in Hateno Village, which I do have a Hateno Village area, and it's very tempting to move this to Hateno, but I also love the way it looks here, so I'm conflicted. But yeah, I really like that. and we're actually going to kind of go around a different way. So you can go down that way, but I really want to show you all up here. This is the fairy fountain above Kakariko Village, and like the shrine that is up there as well. I really, really love the fairy fountain. I'm really happy with it. I definitely want to add some more like vine and leaf designs and stuff like that, but really happy with the layout of it. And I did the little like blue star fragments for like the bloopies, the little rabbit spirits that you come across. And then up over this way, this is a recreation of the graveyard from like the side of Kakariko. I'm pretty sure it's a graveyard. I think. Pretty sure. Just a ton of rocks. And I think it's basically supposed to be a graveyard. I know there's a side quest associated with it. But yeah, I think this looks like, even if you don't know what this is from Breath of the Wild, I think it still looks very like mysterious and kind of magical. Then you come up here through this little forest to the castle ruins. This is probably my favorite area on the island. We've got a shrine design underneath the Stonehenge, and there's a little Korok underneath a rock over there on the far left. And a treasure chest underneath a rock here. Nat Attacks ACNH on Twitter is who made the, I believe, the shrine design and the treasure chest design and a couple other designs I have around the island. So yeah, this is like the start of the ruins, and then up here it opens into this. We got a little dungeon over here, kind of sectioned off into various rooms with the bokoblins like stakes where they've come in and taken over. So this is where I have the campsite, and then like the bokoblin camp back here. And then they have their little treasure storage area hidden away back there. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with this. This was hugely inspired as well. Like, I had already done these castle ruins before, if you've seen my island or toured it before. These castle ruins were on another part of the island, and I moved them up here and expanded them. And I changed like the designs that I was using and added a bunch of these flowers, and I think it just really, really adds to it. And the designs and the flowers were inspired by someone who also made a ruins area. I do not remember who they are, unfortunately. Someone might comment them below, because I know they had a pretty popular post on Reddit. I need to just like gather up everybody who has inspired a part of my island, or if I'm using their designs or anything like that. But then down here we come to this area. If you hop back here, this is the secret entrance to the Spring of Power. This is kind of like a hidden spring in Breath of the Wild, and it's like encircled by waterfalls with a big goddess statue where you put a dragon scale in the water, and then you're able to use it to get either another heart or another piece of stamina, which I've used these items to represent all those. This is part of the island that's been here for a really long time. I terraformed this pretty early on. And I love the pinwheel items that they added. They look so perfect for little stumps to mark Korok spots. And then down here, this is supposed to be a recreation of the Breath of the Wild stable. I don't have any of my interiors really decorated, but I'm really happy with how this exterior turned out, especially with the little moving doggy that they added for Toy Day. Like the horses over here. Yeah, I really think this gives off those Breath of the Wild stable vibes. And then you can like see down here, this is where all of the like logs from the stable are coming from. They're chopping down some trees in this forest here, doing some lumberjacking. And then up this way, this is new. This shrine is inspired by the Flower Lady's shrine, who she will beat you up if you step on her flowers. So you gotta walk through very carefully. I almost messed it up to get to the shrine. And it's got so many different colors of flowers in, you know, in the Zelda 1. So I wanted to, yeah, do different little windflowers. This is our witch syrup. I guess I can show her house later. It's on the beach in a random spot right now. But got a little campfire right here. And then you go across the bridge and enter the Lost Woods. I've updated this a little bit since I've updated my dream address. Not too much though. But I love the way it looks in autumn with the mix of trees. And oh, Telma, our tavern keeper, is down there in the Lost Woods. And back here, this is more based on Ocarina of Time than Breath of the Wild, but I have the museum being kind of like an ancient forest temple with the ocarina out here. Yeah, I'm really happy with how the look of that turned out. Hi, Coco. And this isn't really a reference to anything, just kind of having this shrine back here I thought looked cute and took up space. But then when you make your way through the Lost Woods, you come into the Korok Forest, which I'm super duper happy with how this has turned out. For an island called Korok, it took me a really long time to actually decorate our Korok Forest area, but very happy with it. I love all the Korok scattered around and the flowers and the mush lamps and everything. And this is my house, which is supposed to be the Deku Tree. And I have decorated a couple of rooms in here. So this is supposed to be like when you walk into the Deku Tree in Breath of the Wild, there's like a cooking pot and then just lots of mushrooms and little pots and fruits and stuff. I love that these leaves like move a little bit. It's like maybe there's a little Korok in there. So I am really happy with that. And then upstairs is supposed to be like the top of the Deku Tree. Whenever you climb up to the very top, it's just a bunch of cherry blossoms and I think little puddles of water and oh, ignore the pillow design. That's an oopsie. Which I want to do something different with this area, with this room up here. I want it to be like based off of the same, like I want it to still be the cherry blossoms, but I need to figure out how I want to decorate it better. I don't know. I like it though. It's just, it's not perfect yet, you know? So those are the main rooms that I have decorated. And I'm so excited to see, especially how like the Korok Forest looks in spring, because the Korok Forest is not like autumnal colors in Breath of the Wild. It's very, very green and lush. So I'm really looking forward to the spring greens, and I think that's when my whole island really is going to look you know, as it should, with like the Breath of the Wild-esque greens, because the autumn is beautiful and I love these colors so much, but excited to see what it looks with all the greenery. So yeah, down here next, this is Deirdre's house here, a little forest hut. And this is actually where the Kakariko village area ends, so there's, oh wait, I forgot to go down here. There's a bokoblin camp on the beach. So we got the ruins bokoblin camp and then the beach ruins bokoblin camp. And then Korok puzzle with the 3 apple twees here. And then here's another Korok puzzle with the, yeah, how like there are some like wells and stumps and stuff in Breath of the Wild with like a metal ball attached on a chain. And that's what this Korok puzzle is. The chain design was also made by Nat Attacks ACNH. I believe, as was the Triforce design in the Korok Forest. So I love that one. And then when you cross this bridge, come right here and you come through these cliffs. And this is the Gerudo Desert. This is Malin. She owns the stable house. But this is our Gerudo Desert, which was heavily inspired, again, by Nat Attacks AC&H. They made a really cool, very, very similar Gerudo market area on their islands. And I believe they made these clothing designs as well, and the Gerudo tile. But I love how this has turned out, and I still want to add some more details here and there. But very happy with it. And you come up this way through the forest. And there's a little camping site here, because in Breath of the Wild there's so many little campers throughout the world. If you come over this way, there are these like yellow blossoms, which lead to this white one, which is where the Korok pops up. Which is from when you do that in Breath of the Wild. You follow the flowers until the very last one reveals a Korok. And real quick, up here we have a hot springs area, which this is another area I definitely want to add a lot of details to. But this is where Coco lives back here. And lots of different, yeah, hot springs. Oh, pardon me, excuse me. So, up through the forest you come to Hatino. So we got Marshall and Fauna's houses down here. Marshall has a little apple orchard. And Fauna has some bee houses. And then also, this is our Korok circle. Took me quite a while to get all these rocks in a circle. And we got our little Korok eye in the middle. I'm really happy with this. And there's another secret treasure chest underneath a rock back there. And up this way, more Hatino stuff. Here's Maple's house, and she's here right now, so cute. And then this is Dom's house, which Dom has since moved out of Korok Island. I want to put Avery's house here. Avery has a house really similar in design to these other three houses, but it's like a really dark brown, like clay exterior, and I think it looks just about as similar as it could to the Hatino Tech Lab house. And then like this lighthouse is representing like the big telescope, right? I think attached to it, and then the like blue flame thing. Blue flame torch, blue flame oven, whatever it's called. Yeah. And you can come back here and you get a little bit of an overlook on the valley down here, which I want to kind of like improve this view and make it nicer. There are lots of places on the island where I want to add more details, but I just recently did a huge renovation on the island, and I'm very happy with the place that it's at, but there will definitely be more details added eventually. So this is supposed to be like the wild horses roaming around the world in Hyrule. Another little secret treasure chest over here. There's Eric, who lives in this mountainy home. Oh yeah, Nat Attacks AC&H also made these little baby stone talus arms. What are they called? Peblets, I think? So I had to put a couple right here. And this is like something that I definitely want to scatter around the island more. I think there are some areas that could do with a couple of these guys. And then you'll come through here, and it's Eric's house. He's got a little waterfall and a ducky and a secret treasure chest. He's chopping some some wood up there. And I think this is the one part of the island that I'm not 100% satisfied with how it's terraformed. So I might end up changing some things about it. I'm not 100% sure. I feel like it could look more mountainy. I don't know. I like it, but I might experiment with it and try to terraform it a different way. Possibly. Okay, I think that is all of Korok Island as it is right now. If y'all noticed any details from Breath of the Wild that I missed, like that I didn't explain while touring the island, feel free to let me know. If you have any favorite parts of the island, anything that like really super duper reminded you of Breath of the Wild, I would love to hear that. It makes me really happy when someone is like, oh, I see what you did with this area, it's just the vibe that you were going for. I can see it in Breath of the Wild. It always makes me really happy, so feel free to, you know, let me know. And if you have any suggestions for, I don't know, how things could be improved or like other Breath of the Wild references that I could add, I would be super happy to hear those too. I'm always open to suggestions, because I need inspiration from other people. I would be nowhere. I would not have an island that looks even relatively like what I want it to without so much inspiration from others. So I hope you all enjoy this tour of Korok Island. Again, dream address is below if you ever want to visit, and I will be updating it again at some point in the spring once I have moved in all of my new villagers with houses that match all the areas that I want them in, and just once I've done some more detail work and have everything all ready to update for spring, which I'm really excited about, and I'll do a tour again then. And if you want to come hang out with us on Twitch, please do. It's twitch.tv/Misha Crossing. Again, link is below. And I normally stream Thursdays through Sundays. I do play Animal Crossing, but I also play other games, lots of story-driven adventure games and other Nintendo games. I've been obsessed with Dead by Daylight recently, which is very different from Animal Crossing, but still very fun. But yeah, I think that's all I got. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you liked it, and I really want to make more YouTube videos, but my mental health has not been here recently, so hopefully soon I will be able to do so. But I will see you all soon. Put some good into the world. Go with love. Don't forget to be awesome. Bye.